Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rob Zimich. I'm Alex's dad. I'm speaking to you today from Hummingbird Lodge, right here at Whitewater Ski Resort in Nelson, British Columbia. On Saturday, July 5th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., I'll be hiking here in memory of Alex and to raise awareness and funds for the Kootenay Emergency Response Physicians Association, or KERPA. So why KERPA? Well, I speak today as a proud and grateful voice of those thousands of people whose lives have been touched by this organization. My family lives on the east shore of Kootenay Lake in beautiful Boswell, BC. It's a rural area. Like many areas in the Kootenays, it's a region where emergency medical care isn't just around the corner. The nearest hospital is 45-minute drive away, and the closest ambulance, when available, is at least 30 minutes out. Before moving here, I'd always worked and lived in communities where help was just minutes away. Living here has given me a deeper appreciation for the critical role that organizations like KERPA play today. To explain why I support KERPA so strongly, I need to share my story. On May 26, 2022, just over 3 years ago, what began as just another great day on the lake suddenly became the worst day of my life. My son Alex and I were involved in a horrific boating accident. When I regained consciousness, I found myself in a nightmare. Alex had sustained life-threatening injuries, and we were completely alone. I was able to contact 911 ambulance dispatch, and as they worked to coordinate help, I did everything I could for my dying son. Even after getting him across the lake to our community marina, I continued to try to save him. Some of the moments from that day, they're still a blur, but I vividly remember the incredible support I had from the paramedics, from the firefighters, and from my neighbors, the community, who people just jumped in and tried to help. But two people from that day that I remember will always stand out in my mind. The first is RCMP Constable Ryan Smith, who never left our side from the moment he arrived until Alex was finally in the care of the funeral home. Second is Dr. Nicholas Sparrow from KERPA. Dr. Nick arrived by helicopter. He brought with him an entire emergency room, including the advanced tools, expert knowledge, and compassion. He gave Alex the best and really the only chance of survival. Because sometimes, even when a life can't be saved, what KERPA brings, their care, their expertise, their presence, still matters beyond words. That day, everyone's best efforts, including Dr. Nick's, Alex couldn't be saved. KERPA did make a difference, a very profound one. KERPA sends volunteer physicians trained in emergency and pre-hospital care directly to the scenes of the most critical 911 calls. They arrive in dedicated vehicles carrying specialized equipment and medication. They work alongside these paramedics and first responders to improve the patient's chances of survival when every second counts. They do all this without government funding. KERPA is entirely supported by community donations, and their services are provided at absolutely no cost to the patients. KERPA doesn't need to be everywhere in BC, but in regions like here in the Kootenays, they are essential. Their impact reaches not just the patients, but the families, the first responders, the entire community. On that day 3 years ago, we all did everything we could to save Alex. I don't know what we would have done without KERPA. Dr. Nick gave us everything he had and more. He gave me permission to stop and let Alex go. Without KERPA, I don't know what I could have done. What could have been a tragic day could have become even more devastating for my son, Jacob, and my wife, Luisa. That night, as I sat by myself waiting for them to arrive, I had to decide. I had to decide if life was worth living. I thought back to Dr. Nick and the efforts he had made with me and with Alex. knowing that KERPA was there and that Dr. Nick did everything possible, stayed with me long after everyone was gone, and it stays with me today. KERPA couldn't save Alex, but they did save me.